Understanding adversity. Mo, you get Romans 5 and 8. And I'm gonna let Deacon start with James.
You in what chapter one?
Huh?
You in what chapter in there?
1.
Oh, one.
All right. You got it, Deacon?
Yep.
All right, let's read verse 1 through 4.
The New James Version.
The new
James?
part?
But I can always, what you want, okay. Like New International Version.
You said New James.
Well, I got
New
it.
King James?
Yeah.
Oh, well. I'm like, that came out with another translation? Oh,
New
okay.
King James Version.
You know, they come out with stuff every day. I ain't know.
Okay.
All right.
We'll stick with the New
We go,
International.
huh?
We'll stick with the New International.
That's fine, whatever you want to do, that's fine.
James, a servant of God and the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes scattered among the nations. Greetings. Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of any kind, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything.
All right, so James the Apostle recommends some surprising responses to trouble. First of all, he says, first he says, count it all joy when you fall into divers temptations. We can stay right there all night. Now, he didn't say if you fall. Don't your Bible say when?
Yes.
Okay, so you are not exempt from adversity. You are not exempt from going through. Then he says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh what? But what? Let patience do what? That you what? All right, so let's unpack that. So he says, count it out joy when you fall. When you fall. The first thing that you got to understand about adversity is adversity gets our attention. It gets your attention. Because when adversity comes, it forces us sometimes to face problems and pressures that are really too big for us to resolve. And so it makes you kind of lean on God, and God gets our attention. So you can't continue to pursue goals and tasks and relationships in the same manner. You got to look at things different. And what we have to do, we have to stop and evaluate the situation, and we have to ask God for wisdom, and we have to obey His word, and we got to trust Him to bring the help that we need. And so, if adversity gets our attention, and James says, when you fall, not if you fall, then when somebody falls, it's not your job to judge. Because you ought to just be glad it ain't you. Oh, okay. See, some of y'all ain't there yet. Because the whole thing is, you shouldn't glory in anybody's adversity. Because it might be your day to day, might be my day to day, but yours may be this evening.
Yes.
So you have to be very careful. But what has happened, how can I say this? We, as, I wouldn't even say, I'll say church folk. We have not developed how to really handle adversity. What we do when we find out somebody going through, some of us get happy. Just look straight ahead, when nobody don't talk about you. Some folks get happy. Oh, they going through. Oh yeah, I knew it wasn't about all that kind of stuff. But you shouldn't glory in tribulation. You shouldn't glory in that, because you just read, and Deke just read in James chapter 1, the text says, when you fall. So you may be upright today, but if you keep on living, you may have a day. Oh, okay. All right. So you got to be careful. So you shouldn't even comment on stuff you know didn't happen.
All right.
How somebody gonna tell you what happened and you was here? Adversity gets our attention. Say that's number one. Adversity gets our attention. All right. So what you got to do? What trouble does? I'm gonna tell you what it does, and it does something that helps us. What trouble does? It points out our weakness, and it prompts us to rely on God in ways that we wouldn't even rely on God. You know you ain't gonna pray unless you have, well, most folks, you ain't gonna pray unless some hell going on in your life. Some folks, you ain't calling on God unless you need something. All right, and so you got to be careful, and that's what trouble does. Trouble points out our weakness, and it prompts us to rely on God in ways that we wouldn't even be valid that we have. So he says, now I don't know about y'all, but he says count it all joy, but you ain't happy about adversity. Something wrong with you is you say, oh yeah, I'm going through. Hey, hallelujah. No, you ain't happy about it. All right. Any questions in the comments on that before I move? So adversity gets our attention. Now, you got Romans 5 more? Verse. No, do verse 3. 3. 8. Go ahead. Verse 3. Go ahead.
And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that the tribulation worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us. For when we were yet without strength, in due time Christ died for the ungodly.
So hold on. Read that again.
For when we were yet without strength, in due time Christ died for the ungodly.
So what I want to tell each and every one of you, and each and every one of you understand my voice, is that you got to remember that Christ did for us by way of providing salvation. The difficulties we experience in this life take on a new meaning, because we don't, if you're going to follow Christ, you're going to have some suffering. Amen. All right? And that's the part that folk don't want. You don't want to suffer. You don't want to go through. Folk going to talk about it. They're going to scandalize your name. You got to understand that all of this is part of the process. They ain't persecuting you, really. They really persecuting who you represent.
Amen.
All right? Watch this. Read on, Mo.
For scarcely for a righteous man will one die. Yet peradventure for a good man some would even dare to die. But God commended his love towards us, in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us.
Hold it right there. See, that's why I shout like I do. Because when I was in sin, for real, I'm talking about one thing about God, one thing, we're playing church. I don't play church no more. We're playing church. See, there's a whole lot of folk that go to church and play church.
All right.
But you get to a point where you really develop a relationship with God, you ain't got time for no mess. You ain't got time to be worried about this. You ain't got time to be worried about that. You develop your relationship with God, and you understand that your relationship with God is more important than anything on this earth. It's more important than your relationship with your mom. It should be. All right. Mo, go to chapter 8. So adversity gets our attention. It'll get your attention. Now, you need to understand this is what adversity does. Adversity is a classroom in which we can learn more of Christ and become more like him. So Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you how you fight adversity and how you fight folk. Fight them like Christ fought. That's how you do it. How did Christ fight adversity? Oh, okay, he loved. And even when he was dying, he still said, what? Forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. So that's the classroom for how we are to act when adversity hits our house or hits our situation. So it's amazing to me, and I'm going to say this, and this is going to hurt some of y'all feelings, but it's the truth. I'm going to tell you how folk like stuff. There were people that will be in their cars before I said amen Sunday, on a normal Sunday, that stayed and turned the lights off. You'll catch it on your way home. Touch your neighbor and tell you what I said. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you is, you don't glory in other people's stuff. What you do is you pray. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. All right. You're going to pray, but you're going to do something else too. Watch this. So adversity gets our attention. Mo, you got Romans 8. I got one verse I want to say. 8:28.
And we know
Yeah.
that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose.
All right, so here's the thing. On the basis of purpose, even adversity works together. Even trials and tribulations work together. She just read, and we know that what? All. Not some, not most, not 50%, not 75, not 85, and we know that all. Now when we going through it, we don't understand how it's going to work. We just want to get through it.
Right.
Go ahead, Mom.
For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brothers. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified.
Let me tell you, when I hear somebody read that make me shout right there. Because that's a lot of stuff.
Yes,
You sanctify because you justify. But you're going to be criticized because of your justification. Because your justification is not based on what good you have in it. That's what folk miss.
Yeah.
I'm sanctified. You ain't that. See, if you got to tell for what you are, you really not. See, a car don't have to tell you it's a car. It look like a car though. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you is, if you ever have a chance, and you do this sometime, I'm a car fanatic, so I go to all kind of, when I go out of town, or even when I'm in town, I don't do it as much now. But like, I've been to Rolls Royce dealership. I ain't got no money, but I'm just there. And at the Rolls Royce, I went to the Rolls Royce dealership in Miami. They have one in Miami, but I think the closest one we got is in Atlanta. At the Rolls Royce dealership, there are no sales people. You go on the Rolls Royce dealership, nobody is gonna come out there and hawk you. They ain't gonna, come out there with your pad and ask you what your price range is. Because the caliber of the car sells itself. There's one person in the office. Ain't no finance department. Ain't no finance department, and you go get some lunch and come back and they get their shit. No, it don't work like that. Because if you on a Rolls Royce dealership, then you got Rolls Royce money. I'll never forget, I was with one of the regional district managers of Publix, who was my bass player at the time when I was in Jacksonville. His regional manager came in and he wanted to drive to Miami. He didn't know what he wanted to drive to Miami for, so he told me about the story. He drove down to Miami to the Rolls Royce dealership, and he said he bought a Rolls Royce on his American Express Black. And Lloyd said he asked him, I know about the green American Express, but I don't know about the American Express Black. He said, now you got to apply for the American Express green, but the American Express Black, they come to you. He said he bought the Rolls Royce on his American Express Black, told him what day he wanted it at his house. Listen, he didn't want it outside, he don't want no miles on it. 0 miles. And he was in Jacksonville that Thursday. By that Monday, that car was sitting in his driveway. Because when things are what they are, they're just what they are. You ain't got to add to it. You ain't got to take away from it. And matter of fact, Rolls Royce are more, they are, the value is more when you don't do anything to it. When you niggify it,
Okay.
I'm just saying. You know what we do? Put a 10 on it. Drop some 24s. Put some beat in it. Now when you do that on a Rolls Royce, it loses value. Because it takes, watch this, it takes 6 to 7 weeks. Give or take more. That boy from Alabama. What I'm finna say? It takes 6 or 7 weeks to make I think 6 or 7 weeks. I don't know. I might be off, but just hypothetically, I don't know. I can't say. But it takes a little time to make a Toyota, a couple of weeks or something, give or take. But one Rolls Royce takes 6 to 8 months to make. One. Now think about the folk at the Mercedes dealership. Y'all might make a bunch of cars. But for a Rolls Royce, it takes 6 to 8 months. All right? So it sells itself. What I'm trying to tell you is, you don't have to prove to folk who you are. Just be a Rolls. Y'all get that? No, y'all don't. Mo. Did you finish? What verse you start? All right, that's enough of that. All right. Let me go back to this one. All right, so first thing I want to say, adversity does what? What I said? It does what?
Get your attention.
All right. The next thing that adversity does is, whenever I get to it, my iPad ain't working. What I said the first one was? Oh, get your attention. All right. The second thing adversity does is it reminds us of our weakness. It reminds us of our weakness. It reminds us of our weakness because the Apostle Paul knew what it meant to live with adversity that sometimes won't go away. Listen, he lived with adversity that wouldn't go away. He learned to see the good that God intended to bring to his life through it and to rejoice in God's design, because he said, lest should I be exalted above measure through the abundance of his revelations. They were given to me a thorn. He had a thorn in his flesh, the message of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure, he says in 1 Corinthians 12. Read it when you get home. He says, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distress, for Christ's sake. For when I'm weak, he's strong. So, if we are Christ-like, we got to understand that when we are facing adversity, we got to handle it like Christ. Now, I didn't say you are Christ. I said you got to handle it like Christ. Because it depends on what day you are, what day it is. Somebody can catch you right, and you may go off. But it still don't make that right. Y'all hush when I say y'all with me till I got that. So you gotta understand adversity helps us to see our weakness. That you ain't that strong. I keep telling people that have been delivered from stuff, you can be around it and it don't bother you. Any question? Any comment? I'm just really not getting it. So adversity reminds us of our weakness. All right? And so what we have to do is we have to accept unchangeable features in our lives and embrace God's purpose for our difficulties, because we're going to experience the power of Christ in our lives. So here's the thing. There are some situations that you find yourself in that you can't do nothing but pray. Because that's all you got. What was that? Last night I was watching the news, and what they executed two dudes.
Yeah.
And what was that? Arkansas? Lethal injection. They what?
No, they're doing it before the end of the month.
The drugs are about to expire.
Yeah, because the drugs about to expire. They did 2 in one night, right?
Yeah.
Now you talking about you going through something. You ain't going through that. These folk on death row, I know they did what they did. I'm not advocating for them, but like I told y'all, you know you got that, the drug finna run out. I'm gonna be praying to God, let it run out on me. Please, Lord, let it run out on me. That's going through. All right, so I like how Paul says, I take pleasure in infirmities and in reproaches. All right. So not only does adversity shows us our weakness, but the third thing adversity does, get Psalms 34. Adversity motivates us to cry out to God. When you going through, you finna cry. I'm talking about you gonna cry out with a loud voice. But that's good, because Psalm 34 verse 17 says what?
The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth.
Listen, that's enough to shout about right there. I'm gonna cry and he gonna hear me. And what else?
And delivereth them out of all their trouble.
All right, but if you don't never call him, I pray silent. You a lie. You don't cheer for Alabama silent. You don't see nobody at the game going. You don't see that? That was a little too much, I'm sorry. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hear, and not only does he hear, what else he says? Well, he does what? He's delivered them out of their trouble.
All of them.
Oh! But you gotta understand when you can't help the stuff, that you gotta recommend it to the Lord. Alright, so we can cry out to God for mercy each day. We can cry out to God in humility, because he forgetteth not the cry of the humble in Psalm 9. We can cry out to God with a pure heart. Psalm 66. If I regard iniquity in my heart, the Lord will not hear me. Psalm 66, verse 18. If I regard iniquity in my heart, the Lord will not. In other words, if you hate folk and you cry out, the Lord ain't going to hear you. In other words, you got to confess some stuff. You got to say, hey, I did some stuff wrong. It's between you and me, God, but I'm surrendering it to you, and I'm crying out to you, and he'll hear you. But if you act like it's everybody else, saying it ain't you? Huh, perfect example. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson went to jail. They did an interview with Don King. They said, Don said Mike had $32 million in the bank when he went in prison. Came out broke. Can you explain that? Don said, now, I know what my money is.
Ooh.
But you gotta watch your own money. In other words, what Don was saying was, nobody is gonna look out for you like you. And too many of us depend on other folk to look out for us when we ain't even looking out for ourselves. Which is a tragedy. Which is sad. Because that one central conversation that me and my wife are having now is that I told her, I say, listen, you gotta learn how to live without me because one day I may not be here. And I don't want you to fall apart. You still gotta live. I'm gonna leave these bills. I'm gonna leave these two big head boys. They ain't gonna like nobody, but you want to get somebody else to help raise them. You can't be sitting in the house all day talking about, I remember when Jeff. No!
That's why we got life insurance. Cause I can't be you dead and I'm broke.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't be bereaved and broke.
Yeah. No. I ain't gonna be bereaved that broke. But guess what? I got just as much on her that I have on me. Because I'm going to be just as tough. And here's the thing. You ought to want, listen, and you ought to want folk to live on. I don't want them to stop living. They got to live. Because I'm through. It's over with. I ain't coming back. No matter how long y'all keep the bite out. It's over with. You better go and call the lawyer and call the insurance folks and get your authorization code and do what you got to do. All right. I'll get on that. All right. So, adversity motivates us to proud to God. Then, I like this. Adversity is an assurance of God's fatherly love and care. In other words, our mamas used to tell us, now I'm whooping you because I love you. Now, that didn't make sense when we were 6. Like, we couldn't, that didn't make no sense. I mean, and like your mama whoop you, and then, I don't know if y'all mama used to do this, but my mama used to do this. Like, she'll whoop us or whoop me. Because there wasn't no us. At that time, I was by myself. But she will whoop me, and then 5 minutes later, she'll be like, come on, give me a hug. Later, I don't even want you to touch me. Girl, go! I really don't want you. Really low-key in my mind, plotting about running away. But you up there talking about, come on, boo, I love you. No, you don't. Like you just beat me, I got these welts up. I'm thinking about turning you in for real. So that's how God does. If he does, in other words, what I'm trying to tell you is, if he does not allow some stuff to happen, then does he really? He chastens us. Because he loves us. Because sometimes we get too far out. You know, some of y'all got children, they driving and they up in age. But now every now and then they'll get a little frog out their mouth and you have to remind them. Wait a minute. Watch your mouth. I mean, I'm almost 40 years old. My mama tell me quit. Now wait, hold on now. You ain't the parent. I'm the parent. Mama, like this. What I say? Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Always bow down. Sometimes you have to write. That's how God does his children. Sometimes adversity happens and trouble happens in our lives because he knows we done got out there too far and he got to bring us in. So he will allow some adversity to come our way so we can lean and depend on him. That's what our parents did. You get too far out there and some of the worst whoopings was this. I've been letting you get by. Oh, when you hear that speech. I've been letting you get by. My mama had that. with one hand. Okay, then, you know, some of y'all didn't grow up like I grew up, but you know, when you had to go get your own switch,
Yes, sir.
you go out there and get the smallest thing you find.
That may happen one time.
You do that one time. You don't do that no more. So that's how God does. That's how God does love. So he allows adversity to come because he loves us. All right? Because he's our Father and he cares for us. Wise discipline brings a child to maturity. And what happens is it bothers me. I mean, that's why I go to the doctor while folk at school. Because it bothers me when folk jumping up on Dr. Scott them furniture and running back and forth. It bothers me. They got a child room for that. Put them in the children's room. Grown folk out here. I be trying to read and look up stuff. I can't even look at the magazine. Children running back and forth. And the parent acting like, no, hit him. And let him know that this is the doctor office. Sit down. So now, and then I hear people say this. Well, I just love them so much I can't whoop them. Okay. Keep on not whooping. Because you got to tell the child no sometimes. What happens is when the child has heard yes all their life and somebody tell them no, they can't handle it. It break their heart, break them down. So what I'm trying to tell you is discipline helps us to mature. Any comments on that? Because I know some of y'all don't believe in whooping. I mean, little spanking ain't gonna hurt you. Now I ain't talking about beating. Now you know, really, to be honest, there are those of you in the room like me. Now we really got child abuse. I mean, you know, extension cords. Yep. You know, I mean, we really. DHR on that plug and you better not act like, oh, I'm gonna call the police. Oh, pick up the phone. All that. Yeah. So all right. So now, but y'all raise your children how you want to raise them. But as for me in my house, we spanks. All right. And verse of the motivation process. What was the other one? I said, okay. Here we go. The scripture says, "From whom the Lord loveth, he chastens, and every son whom he receiveth. If you endure chastening, God dealeth with you as with sons." So if God chastens you, you are his child. So sometimes he beats you to let you know you need a beating. For what son is he whom the Father chastens not? But if you be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then he says, the scripture says, that you are a bastard and not my son. So those that he don't chasten, they're bastard children. In other words, he can't do nothing with them. So y'all quit calling them folk bastards. Don't call them by no bastard. All right. Lastly, and I'm done. Adversity motivates us. Well, I got one more. Two more today. Adversity motivates us to fear the Lord. What it does, adversity reminds us that God is present and we are accountable to him for our every thought, our every word, and our every action. Did you get that? Every thought, every word, and every action, we are accountable to God. Let me say it again. Thought, word, and action. Oh, I ain't mean it. Well, why you say it? You ever heard this phrase, drunk folks don't lie? Some folks get drunk to tell themselves sober mind. So it motivates us to he talking about elbow. It motivates us to fear the Lord. All right. So I want you to go to one more scripture. I want you to go to Judges 2. Yeah, Judges 2, chapter 20. Judges 2 chapter, no, I'm sorry, Judges 2, verse 20, sorry, my bad.
And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel. And he said, because that this people hath transgressed my covenant, which I commanded their fathers, and have not hearkened unto my voice, I also will not henceforth drive out any from before them of the nations which Joshua left when he died.
Go ahead.
Oh, that through them I may prove Israel, whether they will keep the way of the Lord to walk therein, as their fathers did keep it, or not.
So what God said, our adversity motivates us to fear the Lord. So what God basically said in Judges chapter 2, what she read is, either y'all gonna do it my way or no way. And what has happened to the church is, here's the thing, we don't want discipline. We just want anything go, you know, you do what you want to do. We ain't got no order now. You know, those of you that grew up in the church like I did, you know, the church had order now. I mean, you couldn't wear everything in church, even choir rehearsal. You come in the sanctuary. Them old preachers, them girls were gonna have on some skirts, and you gonna have on some stockings. I had this conversation with my colleagues today. They up there, the nurses and everything. We talking about stockings, and I was like, you know, the saints just don't wear no stockings no more. They talking about the head hot. I said, it's just as hot as it was when you were 6. I said, y'all just don't want to do it. I said, then, I'm going to tell you something. I said, I can't say it. I'll tell you at the end. But the saints don't want to wear no stuff. I mean, I understand, I know what y'all saying, it's hot and all that kind of stuff, but they ain't got no short sleeve suits.
They do.
We still win. Oh, yes, they do. They do. I ain't in the one now. Not for no grown men. So you gotta fear the Lord, because the anger of the Lord was hot. The Lord was upset with Israel because Israel wasn't doing what He told them to do. They had transgressed against the covenant. And how long you think you gonna keep on letting God gonna keep on letting His name be an embarrassment to the? How long you think you're gonna get away with that? That's why the Bible says judgment is gonna start in the house first, the house of God, because there are people that you know you here in physically, but your mind somewhere else.
All right.
You treat this space just like it's the club. Only thing you missing is a drink. There comes a point that we got to understand that there are some things that are set apart, that are holy, that should be God, and you should have a reverence for God. But what's happening is, folk don't care nothing about no church. They don't care nothing about it, no more care. It's just a building. I can do what I want to do. I can say what I want to say. I can wear what I want to wear. But you represent God, and the whole thing is what them old mothers used to say is, you ought to dress in a way that if the Lord, if Jesus is about to sit by you, He ought to be impressed. That's why black folks dress up. It come from slavery. We were taught to dress up. Even in the field, them old men, they might have had on overhaul, but they had a towel with their overhaul. Because they wanted to look like something. Now, it don't matter. Just when, whatever, come in here, y'all don't bite the shop. It just don't matter. I ain't talking about the new school bike shop. I'm talking about the old one that I got. All right. So God loves and cares of us. His adversity motivates us to fear the Lord. I got one more for you, Mo, then I'm going to leave you alone. This is the one I like, and I hope y'all get this. And the saints got to get this. Adversity strengthens our hatred for sin. Galatians 6. It should strengthen our hatred for sin. Because the pain of adversity helps us recognize the deception of sin. Our hatred of evil will increase when we realize how sin keeps us from living in a way that honors God. Sin keeps us, listen, I mean, what we are experiencing, men, is some reverse roles have happened. 50 years ago, men were men. They took care of the home. But now, I see it every day. Here you are. You got a BSN. Some of them got masters. And Pook is dropping you off. In your car.
All right now.
He dropped you off in your car. He ain't going to look for no job. And the car smelling like weed. But that's what you like. Because that's what you put up with. That's what you allow. What you need to understand is God wants better for your life. Now, here's the thing. What we don't really realize subconsciously as African Americans is that in this society that we live in, the folk that don't look like us want the black woman to be stronger than the black man. It's set up like that. You go on most of these jobs, watch this. It's women in here that's running companies. It's women in here that's supervisors. And I ain't no male chauvinist. But I'm saying that there are more women in control of things than there are men, because what has happened is some men don't want to stand up and be men. What does that mean? I'm glad you asked. Y'all got real quiet. I can hear red piece on cotton here. Y'all got real quiet on that. Adversity strengthens our hatred for sin. In other words, watch this. We ought to hate sin. Like, we ought to hate sin. Like, we had a conversation a couple weeks ago, and I went home bothered, and it bothered me that people can sit in Bible study, and we talking about what the Word says, and people say, well, you know, that's just old school. People living with each other now. That's what people do. But why? Well, you know, we saving money. Okay. But why? I mean, you know it's wrong. And so you mean to tell me that when you lay down or when you get up and you know that you ain't in no kind of holy matrimony, that don't bother God? It might not bother you, but it bothers God. But then we'll have folk that justify this. Then you know, for Alabamians, the common law finna go away. Oh, it's been gone. I think they gave you, I think it was, if you, I don't know, but it's been gone. But what I'm saying is, we should hate sin. We should hate, watch this. That ain't the only sin people stand with each other. I mean, I know people engaged that stand with each other. Now, I can see that better than somebody just saying, oh, we gonna get married. You ain't no ring. Ain't nothing. I mean, you ain't got nothing in your name. I mean, we gonna get married. Y'all 10 years down the road. Something ain't right about that. But that ain't the only sin. Watch this. I'm finna bust some of y'all down. This spirit of homosexuality and lesbian. I ain't taking no picture with it. I ain't doing it. Because what that does is that say, I agree to it. I don't agree with it. And God doesn't agree with it. But guess what we do? Yeah, I mean, you know, that's just how they is. Okay, that's just how they is, but you don't glorify that. I got folk in my family like that, but they know my stance. And because they my kinfolk, I ain't going to dumb down that. But what we do is, see, what has happened is we have got insensitive to sin. It don't matter. Whatever you want to do. Two dudes getting married, we going to a wedding. What you going for? But you a Christian, and you gonna come in here and shout? And you just went to 2 men wedding? And the Bible says it's an abomination. Oh, it's all right. But America say, but the Bible says it's wrong. But you call yourself a Christian. Oh, I'm just going. Your attendance says you agree. I told y'all, my cousin here, my wife in here, I got my own folk wedding I ain't going to. Because I ain't agree with it. And it didn't last either. The whole thing is, we have got so insensitive to sin. See, it don't matter. I mean, when I talk about sin, I know, shoot. What's your name? Oh, yeah, King grew up in an AOA church. Now, granddaddy was an overseer. And I'm gonna tell you something about them Pentecost folks. You grew up like this. You do Pentecost too, Shawty. Now, one thing that I can admire about the Pentecostal movement in the 70s all the way up to the mid about 2000, whether it was right or whether it was wrong, whatever they believed, wasn't nobody finna shake that. You wasn't finna wear no makeup. You weren't finna wear no pants. You weren't finna have. Matter of fact, you can have your hair a certain way. You know why? Because they said, the Bible says that we ought to be holy and we ought to look like we holy. Like we shouldn't look like no drag queen. Oh, okay. Then we got people. I'm a prophetess. I'm this. But you a bull dagger. And you preaching manly. If you're a woman, I want you to preach like a woman. Be soft with it. Up here looking manlier than me. I'm trying to wonder what. I mean, but we allow all this stuff is sin. And so we have got insensitive to it. We just let it. Well, whatever. I mean, one thing that I love about Cheryl Brown, Bishop Cheryl Brown, who preaches Sunday for Bishop retirement. Now, she always says that she going to be a lady. She ain't doing all that hooping and hollering like no man. She'll tell you quick, I'm a woman. I ain't finna sweat because I ain't finna sweat my perm out. She'll tell you quick, I like her. Because she'll like. In other words, what I'm trying to say, we have allowed this stuff to creep in. We have said that we accept it because we don't want to run people away. The AOH didn't care. Bishop Robin, for those of you that knew about AOH, Bishop Robin didn't play. He didn't care. He said, holy is the right, and you need to look holy. Now, they went a little extreme with it, but I understand their teaching on it because what has happened is we have let everything keep creeping and we just, just go for what you know. This is what we say. What the Bible says, come as you are. That's your heart. So on first Sunday, I come in here with some flip-flops and on a robe and just preach. Toes out. Just crest. Bible said, come as you are. No. We can't do that. All right, last night. So we ought to hate sin. You got Galatians 6, verse 7 to 8 says, watch this, and here's what happened. God wants us to know that he will not ignore sin. He ain't going to ignore sin. You can ignore it, but he ain't going to ignore it. I don't care how much you try to say, oh, he's just feminine. No! He's in sin. No, she's just a tomboy. No! You're a woman, you ought to look like one. I ain't saying you got to have hair down to your butt. But you ought to look like one. In other words, what I'm trying to say is we have gotten so, okay, it's all right. Go ahead, read. Because I hear y'all tensing up, but don't try me because I got my gun on me tonight. Come on.
Be not deceived.
God
is not mocked.
Yeah.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh
Watch this.
shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Wait, so the reason that you can't get nothing right is because you sow into your flesh. And so if you sow into your flesh, what you gonna do? Mo? You gonna reap corruption. Now, we have people, young lady over here work at the prison. They don't call the prison day camp. It ain't day camp. They call it, watch this, a correctional facility. Because you have been incorrect. And sir or ma'am, you need to be corrected. They ain't in there talking about, we're going to lay hands on you that God, no, you're going to be corrected. You're going to do these years. And we're going to rehabilitate you, and hopefully you won't come back. But now we got folks, watch this. They know the system. I know some dudes, I thought they were lawyers. Like they know, if you go for a charge, they really give you this, but you ain't got to do but this many times. And then, you go down there, then you pay your rest. I'm talking about they know the system. I'm like, dude, what y'all doing? They keep y'all in the system. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Mm-hmm.
And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap.
Now,
and faint not.
and let us not be weary and well doing. The problem with us is here's why we can't get blessed. Don't worry about other folk. Worry about you. You worry about somebody have been done every week and you can't get to, what you worry about that for? Why? Why you worry about that? Don't worry about that. Be not weary in well doing. You keep doing well. Because the text says in due season. Now in my due season, I'm going to show out. Church, why you look like that? In my due season, I'm going to show out. I'm going to be tailor-made all the way down. I don't know when that due season might be 20 years from now. But I'm going to have a due season. I'm going to reap. The Bible said, what? If I faint not. I'm about to faint, though. It's getting rough. I'm going to have to buy pizza cars. Everybody else getting new cars. What you doing, God? I want to go on a lot of buy a car. And I have to go by the finance department and speak. He gets on while they putting the numbers together. Go before me, Lord. All right, I'm done. All right, so he says, we'll reap if we faint not. And what else? That's it? Go, what verse 9?
And let us not be weary in well-doing.
Uh-huh.
In season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men. Especially
Wait, go back. As we do what?
As we have therefore opportunity.
You got opportunity to do what?
Let us do good unto all men.
Hold on. When was the last time that an opportunity arose that you did good? I ain't talking about to your friends, to your enemy. Y'all got silent then?
Yeah.
I'm done, David. I'm saying to you,